It's football time in East Central Ohio.
From ABC Sports and WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield's 93 BNV. Now it's time to head for the field for tonight's game on WBNV.
93 BNV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some high school football on WBNV. Tonight, the Shenandoah Zeps take on the Waterford Wildcats. I'm Bill Cassler. Joining me, Mike Podlasiak. And Mike, we watched the Zeps last week, broadcast the game on KC 105. Tough loss last week. It's one that you probably should have checked a W for Shenandoah.
I'm sure that they thought coming into the season, that's a team they added to their schedule. And I'm sure Coach McLean was thinking that's one definitely we can compete with. And if we play well, we should be able to come out there with the win. And they have nobody to blame last week with themselves for that loss.
Absolutely. It was a case of shooting themselves in the foot. They clearly won the first half. I mean, really did a fine job in the first half. Won statistically. They won the line of scrimmage. The second half, late in the game, penalties and turnovers, those were the chief problems for the Zeps.
Exactly. They turned the ball over twice inside the 5-yard line when they were going in ready to score. And then on Bridgeport's last possession, when Shenandoah was still ahead 20-14, they had 3 personal foul penalties, which accounted for 45 yards of that drive and basically gave Bridgeport the opportunity to win that football game.
Yes, and let's not forget the fact that Bridgeport's quarterback, who's one of the big 22 in the area, one of the best 22 football players in the Ohio Valley, basically saved Bridgeport by saving the snap, which was behind him. He reached back with one hand, grabbed this. It was a great play. Just saved the day.
I don't know who came up with that big 22 in the Ohio Valley. Now, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. And he made the big play last week when he had to. But I don't see him being one of the top 22 players in the Ohio Valley.
Not the way Shenandoah played defense last week.
They played well.
They did.
They should have won that football game. Like you said, they moved the ball up and down the field at will. They controlled the game and let us slip away at the end because, like I said, they turned the ball over 4 times and I had like 140 yards in penalties.
A couple things we found out. Sophomore Brody Brown, he's a pretty good-looking quarterback, isn't he? Can throw the football. He's going to be a good one.
Very quick. Yeah, I was kind of impressed with him last week, just being a sophomore. Handled himself real well back there. I think he just had the 1 interception. It was actually off the hand of a receiver. It wasn't really Brody's fault. So good effort by him. The Van Fossen twins, I thought, ran the ball extremely well last week. Those guys wouldn't come down with the first hit. It took 2 or 3 guys to bring them down, and they're not very big.
No, they're not. And
but it's going to take that kind of effort tonight from them, though, to control the ball against a very good Waterford Wildcat team.
Coach Mack, I think, was thinking early in the season, in the preseason, that number 9 Robert Snodgrass and number 8 Ethan Cutlip were going to be the ones toting the ball, but it ended up being the Van Fossens. And like you said, really it was like, oh, what do we have here? These two are pretty good. They're elusive, and boy, when they get into traffic, they're pretty tough.
They're hard-nosed. They each play a cornerback on defense where they're very, very solid. And, you mentioned Robert Snodgrass. He and Hunter House both were returners that both missed last week, and unfortunately for the Zeps are going to miss the game again tonight, as well as one of the captains, Hunter Rossiter, who played well last week, and he is not able to suit up tonight. So the Zeps playing a little bit shorthanded tonight, and this is not the team you want to be shorthanded against.
No, Aiden McPeak, one of the linemen, is out as well, and he's a good one, and you are absolutely right. These guys, they're a machine. The last few years, they've been in and out of the playoffs, and they had a very good year last year. In fact, their arch rival, Fort Fry Cadets, knocked them out of the Division 6 playoffs last year. They've dropped to Division 7, but boy, they're still pretty good.
As of right now, of course, now we're only 2 weeks in, but I did look on Joe Itel this week, and right now they are actually ranked number 1 in Division 7, Region 27, and that was the region that Caldwell was able to advance to the state semifinals 2 years ago. That is not a real strong region. And if they play to their capability, they got a real good chance to win that region.
They've got some playmakers. Their line is very, very good. Of course, their coach, Eric McCutcheon, he's an old lineman, so he emphasizes line play. But they've got a quarterback, number 3, Hayden Jones, and Hayden has been starting since he's been a freshman. They've got a couple of playmakers, Trevin Zimmer and Weston Fairchild, and number 23, the running back, Cameron Johnson. All three of those guys highly skilled. So behind that big line, the Wildcats, they'll play some tough football. This could be a long night for the Zeps if they can't basically at least play even on the line of scrimmage.
They have to control their emotions tonight. They can't let those get ahead of them like they did last week. And they cannot afford 4 turnovers again tonight, or this could really get ugly in a hurry.
Well, they certainly can't afford all those penalties either.
No. You mentioned Hayden Jones, and he is still just a junior. He has started ever since he was a freshman. And last week against Caldwell, 14 out of 25 through the airways, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and amazingly, that was Caldwell's only score because that was a pick 6.
Yes, and they actually, I think, played better defensively. Coach McCutcheon felt we had a very good game defensively, offensively, off okay. All the scores came in the first quarter, and from then on, Caldwell's lone touchdown, that pick 6 in the third quarter, was the only scoring in the game.
To give you a little idea how good they played defensively, Caldwell, who has a veteran offensive line, they were expecting to be one of their strengths this year. They held Caldwell last week to only 14 yards rushing for the game. That's impressive.
And I think that they forced a bunch of turnovers as well. Maybe 6, was it?
Six turnovers. 5 of those were interceptions. They've got a young quarterback over there, and I think he made a couple bad decisions, and a couple passes actually were off the receiver's hands. But, so much for that. But the Zeps definitely have their work cut out for them here tonight.
All right, we are getting ready now for the Shenandoah Band to come marching onto the field, and we are going to keep it right here because, of course, as you know, Mike, last week we started, actually week 1 we started with the Southeastern Ohio Credit Union sponsoring the national anthem. We both like this very, very much. The band kids work very, very hard, and this is kind of a tip of the cap to them and, of course, a tip of the cap to our great country.
Exactly, and I tell you what, we have a nice list of sponsors, and I tell you what, we were very thankful for the people that sponsor these events because without them, of course, we would not be able to do this.
Good idea. We should talk about them right now. I have a list of those sponsors right here. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Sue Snowd State Farm, McVeigh Perkins Funeral Home, Doane Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Chandler Funeral Home, and Farmers and Merchants Bank. Without these sponsors, we could not be here tonight, and we're happy to be here. Moment of silence, and I believe this is the 1925 Zep Crash Memorial. They're actually remembering the crash that happened 100 years ago. I think it was September 3rd.
It was, yeah. 2 days ago was the actual 100th anniversary of the crash of the Shenandoah.
Past the crash site on the way down, and of course, many of the crew killed. Some of them did survive. Horrific crash, and of course, it's how the school got its name. Part of the wreck, I believe, was on the site of the high school here, and the other part is ended up right along I-70.
Yeah, I think they found pieces were scattered all over, but you're right, the majority of it was right there along the interstate.
You ever seen pieces of it?
No, I have not.
Look, I've actually held them. It's aluminum. It's like it looks like an erector set, a little bit bigger, great erector set.
Now, some of our listeners probably don't understand what you're talking about when you're talking about an erector set.
When we were talking about it on the car on the way down, they accused me of being on the crew. So
yeah.
that was what they said. I thought, come on, guys,
we're old, but not that old.
1925, come on. All right, Shenandoah Band on the field, getting ready for the Southeastern Ohio Credit Union National Anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Fine job by the Shenandoah Marching Band. Boy, I'm kind of impressed with the fact that already wearing the uniforms. A lot of times early in the year, some bands will wear the golf shirts, but not the Shenandoah band.
I like the look.
Nice look, and getting ready now to play the Shenandoah national anthem. As well, we're going to take a quick break now as, of course, we are involved in pregame activities here at Shenandoah High School, getting ready for the kickoff between the Shenandoah Zeps and the Waterford Wildcats. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares, close to home.
High school football
From ABC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
93 BNV.
Welcome back. We're at Shenandoah High School tonight. Zeps getting ready to take on the Waterford Wildcats. Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak with you here. Mike talked to both coaches before the game. Coach Mack, he had it pretty simple. He said, we cannot shoot ourselves in the foot. We've got to maintain some discipline tonight. And also felt like his team needed to play very, very well on the line of scrimmage in particular. Coach Kutch, on the other hand, he said everything with us starts on the line. He said we've got some good skill players. He said, but we really get the job done with what we do on the line. And you can't argue with success because Waterford, they've won their league a number of years and they've been to the state playoffs. So, a number of times over the last 10 years since Coach McCutcheon's been in. And you got to keep in mind, they're a junior-dominated team, so they're going to be back next year.
I was about to say the same thing. That's bad news for the opponents on their schedule because their best may be yet to come in another year. Because, like you said, there are so many, very few seniors starting this year, and it's basically a junior-dominated team.
And you pointed out, and it's early yet, and a lot of different things can happen. Of course, injuries can happen. There's a lot of things that can happen, but the Wildcats definitely have a shot in Division 7 to make the Final Four at least.
Oh, absolutely. Again, they've got some key players that they're going to have to keep healthy. But, boy, if they can do that, the sky's the limit for them this year.
No doubt about it. And, of course, Waterford also very proudly winning a state girls basketball title here. It was just last year, wasn't it?
And that wasn't the first one. I don't know how many they've won, but at least 3, and I've got a feeling it's probably even more than that.
Yeah, and I think they had trouble getting by Fort Laramie over the last 10 years, and they finally beat them in the finals. So it was a big win for the Lady Wildcats and a lot of success to that program. But this school district, the Wolf Creek local schools, they're very, very used to success.
You know, years ago, I know when I was at Meadowbrook and they were still in the PVC, didn't have much success at that time.
They were a doormat.
The best move that they probably ever made was going down into the Southeast District where there were more schools down there where they could compete. You know what? And when kids see a successful team, they want to be involved in that. So their programs have just continued to flourish ever since making that move down into that district.
Yeah, it's a small, very tight-knit community. And, of course, the very interesting thing about Waterford schools is that you can almost throw a rock and hit Fort Fry High School.
Yeah, and while you bring that up, that's the game that they have in line next week, and that will be a battle.
It will, as it was in the playoffs last year. So they were stinging from that loss last year. Of course, the Cadets have a pretty good program themselves. As far as the Zeps go, next week, Shenandoah will be hosting the Buckeye Trail Warriors. Yes.
We're just looking down here on the sideline, Bill. This is crucial for the Zeps tonight. They only have 23 players dressed tonight. So extremely crucial that they can try to stay healthy tonight and, again, limit their mistakes.
And I'm not sure. I counted 7 players that were in jerseys but didn't have helmets on or pads. So there's 7 players out. And a school the size of Shenandoah, that can really hurt. Getting ready for the opening kickoff now. Wildcats will boot the ball away. Number 64, Riker Hutchins, big old 5'9", 260-pound lineman, booming that ball away. Picking the ball up for Shenandoah.
Nice return there. That's Ethan Cutlip.
Yes, Cutlip, number 8.
Kind of started to duck up inside there a little bit, let the blockers take shape, and then cut to the outside, got a little bit of a lane. Nice return.
He had a couple good returns early last week.
He sure did. He's one of their returning studs from last year. And
needs to have a big night tonight.
He does.
Now, he'll run the ball, but he's mainly probably going to be a receiver.
Yeah, that's what they used him strictly as last year. But he's versatile enough. They can line him up just about anywhere offensively.
Brody Brown, number 3 in the shotgun formation. It's Colvin Fossen off to his left side. Snap the give. Excuse me, that's Caden. And Caden, boy, Good penetration that time by the Waterford line. Looks like, let me see, number 70 was in there. That's Dylan McCutcheon, coach's son, and number 10, Trevin Zimmer, in there as well on the stop for the Wildcats. So that's going to be a loss of about 3, Mike.
We didn't see much of that last week with Caden, didn't we? Because I'd say he was a master at breaking tackles last week.
No, great penetration, though, that time. Caden didn't really have a chance to make a move because they were up in his grill before just about after he got the football. Here's the snap. Brown this time rolling left, looking. He's got a man out there, picked up, and a nice play there. That's number 6, Tage McPeak, making the catch. He's going to pick up around 2 yards on the play, but he was hit immediately by one of the cornerbacks and brought down. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, the good news, you got a completed pass, but the bad news, it was only for 1 yard.
Wow.
Pretty good pressure on Brown that time. You can just tell right away the defensive front of Waterford so much more disciplined than what that front was last week for Bridgeport.
They're big, too.
Yes, they are.
They are very, very big. They've got some size. So I'd look for a lot of misdirection and maybe a lot of plays to the outside. Straight ahead probably won't work too well. Here's Brown. He's going to pitch it out. Van Fossen's got it, makes one man miss, and gets back to the line of scrimmage after all that effort. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Zeps will probably have to punt this away, Mike.
Yeah, he did a nice job just to get back to the line of scrimmage that time. They had him kind of hemmed in about 3 yards deep. Just a sheer will of nothing else got him back to the line of scrimmage, but going to bring up a 4th and long, and the Zeps are lined up. They look like they're lined up to go for it, but I got a feeling
it's going to be a quick kick. Yeah, there it is, and Brown with a quick kick, and not a very long one. It'll travel maybe about 20 yards. They'll probably mark it right around the 45-yard line. Did you notice that number 3 for the Wildcats, Hayden Jones, the quarterback, was the deep man? He's the receiver.
Quite an athlete back there. And help me remember, was Hunter Rossiter, was he the punter last week? Is maybe the Zeps went to that formation right there like that?
I think you could be right.
And, of course, he's not in the lineup tonight because he got injured last week. He has his arm in a sling down. I don't know where it was, a shoulder injury or what.
He got taken out late in the game. I remember it.
So we'll see the Wildcats for the first time on offense.
Jones in the shotgun. He's going to pitch it back. Nice job defensively there by the Zeps, as that was number 11, Weston Fairchild, trying the right side of the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Good penetration by the Shenandoah defensive front that time.
Good job there by the outside linebacker, Caden Van Fossen.
Shenandoah crowding the line of scrimmage. Jones, the snap, straight ahead. He's going to take it, and he's got some room. He's going to pick up probably around 8 on the play. And that time, the left side of the Waterford line basically blew Shenandoah right off the line of scrimmage. We'll call it a gain of 8. But Jones just running behind a wall of Wildcats. 3rd down, 2 to go. Jones with the snap, the give, straight ahead. Oh, he may not have made it. He's going to be close. The carry was number 10, Trevin Zimmer.
That's going to depend on the spot. I think
he's going to be about a yard short. I'd look for him to go for it here.
With that offensive line, the size of it is, yeah, I think you've got to line up. And, of course, they're going to line up and go for the shotgun here.
Straight ahead, Jones. He's got it, and he's going to work through. He's going to take it down the 25, the 20. Makes another man miss. He's down inside the 20-yard line. Brought down there. That was a nice tackle by one of the Zeps. I think it was number 12 down there, Hunter Street. 8:16 left here in the first quarter, and that got a new sponsor tonight. They're in the J&M Electric Red Zone, are the Wildcats. Also, that's a Caldwell Lumber first down. The snap, Jones has it. He's going to give to number 20, one of the backs. Nice play.
That's Ethan Cutlip.
Yes, Cutlip in there. Nice job. That was Braden Smith, 5'7", 140-pound junior, and he got caught in the backfield, loses 3 on the play. They're going to drive him back to right around the 20-yard line, so they're still in the J&M Electric red zone, but just barely. 7:33, clock rolling. Jones with the snap. He's going to keep at the right side. They string him out. He makes one man miss, makes another man miss. He's going to take it down to right around the 7-yard line. I'll make it the 5. So a nice gain on that play. That's a gain of 15. First and goal for the Wildcats. Caldwell Lumber first down.
And they're going to line up quickly here and try to get this off before the Zeps can get set defensively.
Jones, the give, right up inside. That is close to a touchdown. He's in. That's number 10, Trevin Zimmer for the Wildcats. 6-0 Waterford, 7:21 left in the first. And Waterford jumps out on top. Boy, when they've needed yardage, they've gone behind the big left side of the line there. It's worked pretty well so far.
They got one of the big boys back there kicking the extra point.
Yeah, it's Hutchins.
And it's good.
And he makes it good. 7:21 left in the first quarter. The score, Waterford 7, Shenandoah nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more from Shenandoah High School right after this.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
We're back at Shenandoah High School. Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak on WBNV tonight. Waterford Wildcats jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Shenandoah. Boy, they looked pretty much like the number 1 team in Region 27 on that drive, didn't they?
They did, and I think this drive right now, I know we're still not even halfway through the first quarter, but I think it's crucial for Shenandoah to at least get a first down or two and take a little bit of the momentum, because the thing they can least afford right now is a quick 3 and out and give the ball right back to Waterford.
McPeak and Ethan Cutlip are back deep to receive for Shenandoah. Here's the kick. It's a short kick, end over end. Turning, spinning, that is a great return. Cutlip's got an alley, the 40, the 45, the 50. Boy, he's dangerous when he returns the ball. He's inside Waterford territory, right around the 46-yard line.
And boy, just barely brought down there by Ryder Wolf. And boy, if he doesn't clip him right around the ankles, that could have been 6 for Shenandoah.
That's the old shoestring tackle. Boy, some good news here for the Zeps. They get a little bit of yardage here, and I think they're in 4-down territory. That extra down could really help them out on this drive.
Boy, you could tell the experience of Cutlip right there. Started up inside, nothing there, was able to bounce it to the outside, and boy, he had a lot of green space in front of him.
He did that 2 or 3 times last week.
He did.
Excellent kick returner. Brown, the quarterback, in shotgun formation for Shenandoah. Trips out to the right. Snap, Brown, rolling right, looking. Makes one man miss. Now he's going to throw it. He's going to loop it out of bounds. Had a receiver out there, but there were also 2 or 3 Wildcats. So good coverage by Waterford that time. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That was a nice job that time by Brown, avoiding a tackle by Colby Roberts. Was able to spin and get out of it and did this smart thing right there, just threw the ball away.
Boy, the penetration by Waterford has been tremendous. Last week, I felt like the Shenandoah offensive line and defensive line dominated the line of scrimmage early and really did a great job. This week, with this experienced Waterford line, they're having a hard time.
It's a little different looking line than what they faced last week.
Shotgun formation. Brown's the quarterback. He's back. He's looking. He's got a lane. He's going to take it straight ahead. The 45. Nice gain on the play. It'll be down to the 41-yard line. They'll mark it at the 40, so that's a good gain. It'll be third down, right around 5 to go for the Zeps.
Good decision there by Brown, going back to pass. Nothing was open, and there was a little seam open there on the left-hand side. So use his quickness to get what he could. Nice pickup there, brings up a 3rd and 5, and as you said, wouldn't be surprised if this isn't 4-down territory. So they've got 2 downs to pick up 5 here.
Boy, when you see a quarterback run like that, when you're a defensive lineman, you start to think a little bit too. You don't rush quite as hard. Brown, the quarterback, in shotgun. The give. Van Fossen's got it. That's Caden, and he's going to lose a yard. So it'll bring up 4th down. They'll be back at the 41-yard line. It'll be 4th and about 6. So we'll see here if the punter's out, like you said, and I think you may be right, they may just go ahead and go for this.
Very well could. I tell you what, Waterford jumped into a different front that time. They had 6 men on the line of scrimmage, and they had Van Fossen pinned in deep in the backfield before he had a chance.
One thing that Coach McCutcheon told me was their 2 inside linebackers are both new this year to the position. So he said that's an area of concern for us. He said they've done well so far. Wins over Caldwell and Vinton County. But he said they're keeping an eye on them. Here's Brown. Quick pass up the middle. Got a man. That's going to be a Caldwell Lumber first down. Nice catch. Number 13, Logan Gable with the catch. And, wow, a much-needed first down for the Zeps. They're down at the Waterford 30-yard line.
Nice pass, though, in that time by the sophomore Brody Brown.
Had some time, too.
He went to Logan Gable 2 or 3 times last week. He's starting to emerge as one of his go-to receivers.
Well, with House and Rossiter out, you got to throw it to somebody.
Somebody's got to step in. Yeah, he's a 170-pound sophomore. Looked good on that play.
Of course, you've still got Ethan Cutlip as well. All right, shotgun formation. Brown with the snap. The give. Van Fossen's got it. Cuts it up the middle of the field. A little bit better gain this time. Nice job there. That was Caden Van Fossen. He picked up around 4, Mike. I liked what he did. He started looking, going to head off tackle, and he cut it up into the middle of the line. Picked up a nice gain.
A little more reminiscent of what we saw last week from Caden.
2nd and 6 now. 5:16 left here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead 7-0. Brown in the shotgun formation. The snap, the fake. He's going to get it out quickly, guns it out. Oh! Ball is off the fingertips of Tague McPeak. So that'll bring up a 3rd down, right around 6 to go, but definitely now the Zeps are in 4-down territory.
McPeak was open out there in the right flat, but ball thrown just a little bit high and unable to get it to him.
Little play action that time. I kind of like that. Shotgun formation again for the Zeps. 3rd and 6. Brown with the snap. Back looking. Guns the ball down the middle of the field. That ball scooped up. They're going to say incomplete.
Yeah, the ball hit the ground before it got there.
Dakota Rich trying to pick the ball up off the turf, but unable to do it. It'll be 4th down now for the Zeps, and no doubt they'll go for it.
Of course, this drive was set up by a very nice kickoff return by Ethan Cutlip, getting the ball down to the Waterford 41-yard line.
4th down, 6 to go. Brown in the shotgun formation.
You got trips right, single receiver left.
The snap, Brown's got it, got some time. Now he's going to pull it under and run it. He's brought down. Nice job there. That was number 70. I think that is Dylan McCutcheon for the Wildcats, and that'll turn the ball back over to Waterford.
Boy, just to give you a little idea, their defensive front, they go 5'8", 220, 5'9", 265, 6', 220, and 5'10", 250. A lot of beef on the front line for Waterford.
And the 260-pound guy, he's the place kicker.
Yeah.
Love it.
Tells you what kind of athlete he is.
The snap. Straight ahead. Nice gain that time. That is number 23 for the Wildcats, their main running back, Cameron Johnson. Johnson is a 5'7", 160-pound junior. That's going to be enough for a Caldwell Lumber first down as a pickup of 11 on the play for the Wildcats. And again, straight ahead running, Mike.
First carry of the night for the junior Johnson.
Empty backfield this time for the Wildcats. Hayden Jones back there. Now they're going to give it to one of the... No, Jones is going to keep it. He's going to try the left side, and he's got himself a first down. There's a flag on the play. Don't know what that's all about. Van Fossen ended up on his back. Let's see.
He was blocked out there by Colby Roberts.
Maybe a block in the back?
And I see Coach McCutcheon over there arguing with the official. He thought it was a legal block, but I think the official's going to disagree with Coach.
Holding. And you know what? In all honesty, it was right in front of Coach McCutcheon.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was right in front of the official, too. And
my guys never hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his opinion that counts.
That's going to be 1st and 14 now. So the penalty, this is the first penalty of the game, drops the Wildcats back to their own 32-yard line. 7-0 Waterford. All right, Wildcats come up. Hayden Jones can throw. And he's going to throw it this time. Nice job. That was one of the Van Fossens up there. That was Cole Van Fossen. The running back, number 23, Cameron Johnson, took a little swing pass, and he took one step and was met. So that is maybe a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down now, and it's around 15 to go for the Wildcats. Jones, the quarterback, the snap, the fake. He's rolling left, looking. Now he guns the ball down the field, overthrows his man. That's number 11, Wes Fairchild. Fairchild can't haul it in. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Zeps starting to look pretty good defensively.
Yeah, they got the good opportunity to get off the field here pretty quickly and give the ball back to the offense. 3rd and about 15. Again, we're at 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
When they've needed yardage, they've gone right up behind the left side of the line just about every time. Be interesting to see what happens here. Jones, the quarterback. Snap, he's back, he's looking. He's going to gun the ball down the field. Got a man. Oh, nice catch. Number 13, that was Logan Gable for the Zeps. Rocked the receiver, number 11, Wes Fairchild. Fairchild held onto that football. So that'll be a Caldwell Lumber first down for Waterford just across midfield.
No, actually, that was Avery Potmeyer on the reception for Waterford. Yes, sir.
Potmeyer took a hit.
He did.
Snap, Jones has it. And running quickly right up the middle, number 23, Cameron Johnson.
Picks up 5 yards. He's brought down by Hunter Street.
Interesting, Coach McCutcheon called his offense the gun tee. Wing tee and the shotgun. Snap, the give. Zimmer, he's got some room on the left side. Close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it.
I think they're going to mark it just beyond the 40, so yeah, that's going to give them another first down.
Caldwell Lumber first down for the Wildcats, and they continue to move that football. I'll tell you what, for a team that relies on the run, Jones has shown he's got a pretty good arm.
And they run it so much, that's what really makes their play-action pass series so effective.
Well, and I'm noticing, too, that the Zeps don't really have anybody deep. Well, they have one safety back. Jones with a snap, the give, straight ahead. Johnson, and he weaves his way to right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of right around 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. 1:36 left in the first quarter.
A little crisscross action there in the backfield just to kind of mess with the minds of the Shenandoah front.
That's wing tee stuff, and it's a gun tee. So I've never seen this before.
Whatever they're doing, it works.
Jones, the quarterback, he's got it. He's rolling right, looking, guns the ball down the field. He's got a receiver. Nice catch, number 12, Gavin Heiner. Heiner hauls it in. That's an impressive gain. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down. Also, it places the Wildcats in the J&M Electric red zone.
The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 at the Zeps 16-yard line.
1:11 left now.
As your program's ready, in between quarters, we'll be giving away some door prizes.
Jones with the snap, the fake. He's back, looking, guns it down the middle of the field. He's got a man. That's a touchdown. Nice catch.
That's Heiner again.
Yes, Gavin Heiner with the catch. 6'4", 190-pound junior with the touchdown. 1:05 left in the first. It's 13-0 Waterford. Of course, that is a Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown. Great job that time by the quarterback, Hayden Jones, and a nice catch by Gavin Heiner.
Boy, he led that just over top the defender for Shenandoah. Nice throw and catch.
Big man puts the extra point up. That is number 64, Riker Hutchins, 260-pound place kicker, puts it right through the uprights. 1:05 left in the first quarter. They marked the point up. Did he miss that?
I was trying to write something down. I missed it.
All right. The score, 1:05 left in the first. Waterford 13, Shenandoah nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Welcome back. Shenandoah High School, Waterford Wildcats jumping out to a 14-0 lead. That extra point was good. They were just a little slow marking that one up. 1:05 left here in the first. Zeps getting ready to receive the kickoff. Keep in mind, number 8, Ethan Cutlip is back there. He's already had 2 good returns so far today, Mike, and he has provided some excitement, if nothing else, for Shenandoah fans.
The other deep returner is Tage McPeak, a 5'3", 125-pound freshman. If I was Waterford, that's who I would kick the ball to. I would, yeah.
Low on the ground. They're going to let that's going to roll out of bounds. And the officials will throw the flag. So some good field position for the Zeps, but also that takes one of their playmakers basically out of the equation.
Because he's had back-to-back kickoff returns, a quite sizable amount here tonight.
They recognized that pretty quick.
They did.
Oh, number 8's pretty fast. Yeah, he can return. So we'll just, on the ground. Gotta like that. $14-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, if I'm them, I'm kicking off to the freshman. I don't know how good he is, but I can't think he's got the experience that Cutlip has on the other side.
Well, the one on the ground worked. Not good field position. Zeps 1st and 10 at their own 35. Down 14-0 Brown in the shotgun formation. Brown is back. He's got the snap. He's got a man out there. That's one of the Van Fossens with the catch. Nice catch. That's 32. That is Cole Van Fossen. So nice catch. Or was that 33?
That was 33, Caden.
Caden, my bad. That's not the first time they've been mixed up.
And probably won't be the last.
Under a minute to go now in the first quarter. 14-0. Wildcats with the lead. Zeps with the football. Right now it's a Caldwell Lumber first down. Zeps on their own 45. Brown with the snap. He's running. Now he's going to pitch it out. That's Van Fossen out there. 30, that's Caden Van Fossen. He's going to pick up right around 4 on the play. Pushed out of bounds, so the clock stops with just under 28 seconds left. Zeps are moving the football a little bit, Mike. That's a good sign. First series didn't look like they were going anywhere. Brown, the quarterback, the snap. Same play. Now he's going to pitch it out again. And another nice play. Caden Van Fossen puts his head down.
Well, that's a nice blow delivered there by the 147-pound senior.
And he hit Hayden Jones, the quarterback. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down there in Waterford territory. Clock stops while the chains are being moved. 15 seconds left.
3 first downs in the first quarter here for the Zeps. They've had a little success moving the football.
And Shenandoah coming to the sideline. So that's going to do it. End of the first quarter of play. The score, Waterford 14, Shenandoah nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. All Well is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
We're back, Shenandoah High School. You're listening to high school football on ABC Sports, WBNV tonight. You can also catch us on our YouTube channel. 14-0 Wildcats with the lead after one. Zeps with the ball. They're in Waterford territory, 45-yard line. Brown, the quarterback, with the snap. Got a man wide. Oh! Right through the hands of Dakota Rich, and he was wide open.
Was a nice route run by Dakota that time, too. And about 7 yards, ran a stop route. And, boy, he was wide open, hitting him right in the numbers. Unfortunately, was not able to hold on to it.
You know,
that'd have been enough for another first down.
You can tell Dakota was running before he had the football. Yeah. He had some room. Sorry, I used to be a receiver. I always apologize for the receivers. Here's Brown, the quarterback, in trouble. Running. Finds a man up the sidelines. Nice play. That is Ethan Cutlip with a great catch. Caldwell Lumber first down at the Waterford 35-yard line. Great job that time by Brody Brown.
I tell you what, he's done a nice job, and they seem to have the most success so far tonight when they've gone to the left side of their offensive line. They've run the option that way a couple times with some success, and now that's about 3 passes they've completed out in the left flat.
Anything to get him out in some open space. Yeah. He seems to do pretty well there. First down for the Zeps. Here's a pitch. Van Fossen. And this is number 32, Cole Van Fossen. Picks up maybe a half yard.
First carry on the night for Cole.
I didn't notice this before. Both are seniors. Cole's about 140 pounds. Caden is about 147. So a little bit more weight to Caden.
But Coach Mack said that they are true twins. He said
they are such identical twins. He's never seen identical twins like that. Here's Brown. He's going to keep the ball up the middle of the field. Makes one man miss. And there's a flag comes flying in late. Hopefully that's not a hold for the Zeps as Brown has the ball down to the Waterford 31-yard line. Let's see what the call is.
They're calling a personal foul. It must
could
have
be
been a shot to the head.
Face mask or a shot to the head.
Well, I think they called it, hit to the helmet.
So, wow, that is the second penalty on the Wildcats, Mike. I don't think the Zeps have one yet.
No, they have not. That's a big one. That's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, that's a Caldwell Lumber first down, and it also puts the Zeps in the J&M Electric red zone.
Nice drive put together here by the Zep offense.
Absolutely. Snap, the give, that is Cole Van Fossen, 32, no gain on the play.
Van Fossen, the ball carrier. Short gain for the Zeps.
10:32 left in the second. Zeps in the red zone. People like that. Waterford leads 14-0.
The Zeps knocking on the door here, down to the Waterford 16-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Up under center this time is Brown.
That's the first time I think I've seen
Snap.
that in 2 weeks.
Flag on the play. Caden Van Fossen's got the football. The 10, inside the 10 to maybe close to the 7. Have to see what the flag, was that a flag or a marker? I'm not sure.
I couldn't.
Very close to a Zep first down.
Waterford's moving them. It must just have been a marker.
That is a Zep first down, 1st and goal on the 6.
5 first downs on the night for the Zeps, 4 on this drive, and they're set up 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Boy, Zeps could use the score here. Brown up under center again. Straight ahead, Caden Van Fossen, and no gain on the play. Good job that time by the Waterford defense.
Looks like no gain on the play.
Redskins traveling north tonight, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Tuslaw, 7-7 in the first quarter. 14-0 Waterford here. Of course, that is our Surgent Construction scoreboard update. We'll try to get you a few more scores, but right now, Redskins trying to rebound from that loss to these Waterford Wildcats last week.
Massillon Tuslaw, that would be a big win for the Redskins if they could get it. That's a Division 5 school.
Here's the snap. The give straight. Ooh. They faked the
Boy, there
ball.
was nothing there.
Faked the ball to Caden Van Fossen. Cole Van Fossen took it, and he was met by a face full of Waterford jersey right away. So that's going to be make it 3rd and goal as the Zeps are on the 8-yard line. I'm thinking they have 2 chances to put this ball across.
I'm thinking either that little option they like to run to the short side of the field or a little play action pass right here. He's back under center again.
Brown back, looking. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling, looking. Now he's going to run back up inside, and he'll be brought down right around the 5-yard line. Small gain on the play, but it'll bring up 4th and goal. Looks like the Zeps are bringing out the field goal team.
Yes, they are. Brown did a nice job extending that play, but just could not find anybody open.
He's done that a couple of times tonight. Telling you, he's going to be a good one. All right. Stritz is the kicker. 13, Logan Gable is the holder. The snap, it's a low snap. Gable's got it, but he has to scoop it up. He's going to throw, and incomplete. Nice try by Gable, as that'll turn the ball over on downs to the Wildcats, but a good drive that time for the Zeps.
An unfortunate ending right there, because the bad snap never gave the kicker Stritz a chance to get some points on the board there for the Zeps. So nice drive, but no rewards at the end.
Yeah, it doesn't count unless you push it across the goal line or get it through the goalpost, and that is unfortunate for Shenandoah. And you can see Coach Max thinking, hey, we get some points on the board, a little confidence for the guys.
In the 2 weeks we've seen them now, that's probably as impressive as a drive I've seen them put together in the 2 weeks.
Nice job by Brown. You pointed it out. He is elusive when he gets back there in the pocket. He creates time. Looks a little bit like Fran Tarkington, if you can remember him.
Well, we really are dating ourselves.
Sorry about that. Straight ahead. Oh, good run here. That is Jones, I think, the quarterback. And he takes it right up the gut. Big gain that time. Looks like around 20 yards. He's going to have it out past the 30. Caldwell Lumber first down for the Wildcats. One thing I've noticed, when Waterford goes between the tackles, Zeps are having a rough time, Mike.
They've got some size along that offensive front. They've opened some nice holes, especially for
and
Jones.
Experienced. Straight ahead. Now moving it off tackle. That is number 10 for the Wildcats. Trevin Zimmer.
And we've got a penalty flag thrown there on the far side by the linesman.
Could be holding. We'll see. Zeps have been impressive tonight.
Face mask against
and
the
I was
Zeps.
just going to say no penalties, but there's the first one right there. 6:57 left here before half. 14-0 Wildcats. And that penalty will be marched off, and let's see. It'll put the ball right around.
It's going to be the 15-yard variety.
Yes, so that's intentional. And it'll be football on the Waterford 47. Caldwell Lumber first down for the Wildcats.
I'll place the ball on the Waterford 47-yard line. First and 10.
Jones in the shotgun. The snap, the give, Johnson cuts it bad. Good, great job there. Couple of Zeps knifing in, bringing him right down. Jamison Archer, one of them, number 5.
Brought down by Van Foss.
No gain on the play.
Second down 10.
Second and 10. Boy, if I'm Coach McCutcheon, I keep looking at what they're working on things, I know, but every time they run wide, Wildcats are not making much on the outside.
No, you're right. They're getting the majority of their yardage between the tackles tonight.
Jones doing a nice job throwing the ball, too. Here's the snap. Jones rolling, looking, throws it back against the green. That's a nice catch there. Number 20 for the Wildcats, Braden Smith, pulling the ball in. Caldwell Lumber first down in Shenandoah territory. So Waterford will have it at the Zep 41. 5:51 left in the first half. 14-0 Waterford. Wildcats driving. They've been methodical tonight.
They've kind of spread the ball around a little bit, too. That's the 4th different receiver that's caught a football from Jones tonight.
Trips out to the left, single receiver to the right. Jones, the single setback. He's back. He's looking. He's going to gun the ball. He's got one-on-one coverage, and nice job there. I don't know if I didn't see any flags. Looked to me like number 12, Hunter Street, was right where he needed to be. Intended for number 11, Weston Fairchild. He got an isolation down there. He had his man one-on-one. Good job there by Street to knock that ball away.
Great coverage. He was stride for stride with the receiver and reached up at the last minute, knocked that away. That was perfect coverage by the sophomore.
And if he didn't make the play, it was a touchdown.
Yes.
Jones in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. The snap. The give. Oh, it's a double reverse. It's dropped on the ground. Zeps. No. Waterford's going to recover it, I think. No. Did Shenandoah grab it?
Fumble on the play.
They try to reverse, and the ball was mishandled on the second handoff, bouncing around on the ground, and I think the Wildcats ended up with it. But, boy, I think they lost around 10 yards on the play. Let's say 7, so it'll be 2nd down, 17.
Recovery by Waterford as it looks to us up here. We're bringing a 3rd down and 16.
Break there for the Wildcats to be able to get that ball back, but that brings up about a 3rd and 16 to go here.
Jones, snap is low. Jones scoops it up, looking down the field. He's got him in wide open. That's going to be a touchdown. Making the catch down there. That is number 11, Weston Fairchild. Mike, I think they saw that snap. I think that brought the Zep safeties up. Nobody was home, and number 11, Weston Fairchild, will take it in for 6. 4:53 left in the first half, 20-0. Wildcats with the lead. That, of course, is a Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown for Waterford.
I think the officials are going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 1 foot line.
He had nobody in front of him.
Correction, Fairchild was out on the 1.
They're going to say he's out at the 1. Good call. I didn't see it. I thought he took it straight in.
I thought he did too, but I believe that official down there is Kelly Ryan, the ex-athletic director at Meadowbrook, that made that call.
That used to be my next-door neighbor.
Is that right?
Yes. Not right next door, but he's pretty close by.
Kelly retired, now is officiating, obviously, football and also softball and baseball in the spring.
All right. 1st and goal. They're in the J&M Electric red zone on the half-yard line after that big catch. The snap, the give, straight ahead. That is a touchdown for number 7, Ryder Wolf, 6'1", 155 pounds, sophomore for the Wildcats. Wolf goes in. Now it's 20-0. 4:49 left here in the first half.
Program 45, your door prize is still in the press box.
Big man, number 64, Riker Hutchins, 5'9", 260 pounds, junior, getting ready to try that extra point. Ball is up.
Well, he drills it.
It's good. 4:49 left here in the first half. The score, Waterford 21, Shenandoah 0. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
Everyone's looking for an encouraging sign in today's economy. The fact is, you'll find one right here in Caldwell at State Farm Sue Snow's office, because State Farm agents like Sue have been here helping people protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and they consider that a very good sign. See State Farm agent Sue Snowd at 400 East Street in Caldwell. From all of us at State Farm, we're wishing you a safe, relaxing, and happy summer.
We're back. Shenandoah High School, Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak with you, 21-0. Waterford, nice play, big pass play down the field. They take it to the half-yard line. They punch it in. Wildcats with a 3-touchdown lead. This is what they did to Caldwell last week, although they didn't score in the second half.
I've got the junior Hayden Jones 6 out of 8 tonight so far. 113 yards.
He looks good throwing the football. He can pass.
And does a pretty nice job also. It's hard for a right-hand quarterback to throw when they're rolling out to his left, but he seems to do a pretty good job getting the shoulder squared up, because that's what he did there and put the ball on the money.
Good athlete, very smart football player, no doubt about it. Let's thank our sponsors, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Duke Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Sue Snowd State Farm, McVeigh Perkins Funeral Home. We'll pick that list up just in a minute as we prepare for our Valentine Insurance kickoff. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to roll into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Continuing with our list of sponsors, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Chandler Funeral Home, and Farmers and Merchants Bank. Without these sponsors, we could not be here tonight, and we enjoy bringing you these football games so much. Tonight here on WBNV.
And Bill, this will be the worst starting field position for the Zeps tonight. They'll have it from their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Still 4 minutes and 49 seconds to go. And the last thing the Zeps want to do again is turn the ball right back over to Waterford. Already have a pretty big hole that they got to dig out of at 21-0. And Waterford does receive the second half kickoff.
Wow. It's been all Wildcats here, although the Zeps have had a few moments.
They have.
They've been able to move the football. Here's Brown, the quarterback, getting it outside. Oh, my. And stopping there was number 13, Logan Gable. Boy, you learn pretty early when you're receiving, when you catch the ball, turn and run. Do not stand and try to figure out where you're going to go.
Boy, it almost looked for a second there like he was thinking about throwing it again, like they were maybe setting up a double pass. But that wouldn't have been any good because that was a forward pass from Brown to Gable.
Yeah, I think he was trying to think, do I want to go outside or inside? And by the time he decided, there were 3 players on him. Brown, the give. Straight ahead, here's an opening. Van Fossen, that's Caden. Right up the middle. Caldwell Lumber, first down, gain of 12 on the play, out to the Shenandoah 32-yard line.
He's been pretty impressive again tonight. I've got him for 9 carries, 33 yards.
They have moved the football.
They have.
They haven't been able to put any points on the board, but they've moved the football. 1st and 10 now for the Zeps. Brown brings him up. He's in the shotgun formation. The snap, the give. That is number 32, I believe.
He came in to give his brother a blow, and
yeah,
probably wish that wouldn't have happened.
Well, they sent him off tackle, and it wasn't off tackle enough.
No.
It was. Been there, done that. Big number 71, Colby Roberts, one of the defensive ends. He's just a sophomore. These guys are young.
6 foot 220. He's a good-looking kid down there on the field.
All right, here's that. Nice job that time. Oh, Van Fossen makes a couple guys miss. And that's Cole, and he's got a nice gain. Gain of right around 6 on the play. Made 2 Wildcats miss and took it out to right around the 36-yard line. Caden Van Fossen comes in. Nice run that time by Cole. They sub out pretty well for each other.
They do. One's 32 and one's 33. So brings up a 3rd and 4. A long 4, maybe 5 here for Shenandoah.
Be nice to get this. You don't want to give the ball back to Waterford. Brown, little snap pass. Cutlip's got it. Nice throw, nice catch. First down for the Zeps. Big play right there. Ethan Cutlip, senior receiver, gathering that ball in. Got it all the way out to the Shenandoah 48.
Just a nice little pop pass, little fake dive, and hit Cutlip right over the middle into the seam. Big pickup there for the Zeps.
Cutlip did what you expected, but boy, Brown for a sophomore in like his 3rd game, he looks good.
He does. Very poised back there.
2:25 left here now in the first half. Brown in the shotgun, the snap. He's going to run it this time, tucks it under midfield. He's going to take it into Waterford territory right around the 49. Gain of right around 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Zeps.
We're down to 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go, so the Zeps, if they want to score, are going to need to pick up the pace here just a little bit.
Brown in the shotgun. Cade Van Fossen on his right side. The snap. The give to Van Fossen. Cuts it upfield. He's going to take it to right around the Waterford 45. That's a gain of right around 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down right around 4 to go. Timeout, and Coach, it's a good timeout, I think. They need this first down, Mike. 126, enough time for Waterford to do something. You get this first down, you give yourself a chance to score. You keep the Waterford offense on the sidelines.
And that's just the first timeout taken here in the first half by the Zeps.
They played a pretty clean ball game here, I've got to say.
We talked things that they need to clean up from last week, and so far, knock on wood, they have not put the ball on the ground. They've only had 1 penalty for 15 yards.
Face mask.
So some of the boxes I'm sure Coach McLean wanted to check tonight. So far he has.
Yeah, Coach Mack was He said, I normally don't raise my voice too much. He said, I was pretty upset last week. So he felt like they had a lot of things that were within the possible to clean up.
Well, the other thing you got to keep in mind, they're playing shorthanded again tonight.
A very shorthanded. They've got 7 guys on the sidelines. In fact, I looked down there just a little bit ago. One of the Zeps was on a knee, and I think he just had the wind knocked out of him. But, boy, you don't want to see – when you've got 23 guys, you want to keep every one of them. All right, Brown with the snap. He's back. He's looking. Guns the ball down there. Gable's got it. He's going to be brought down right around the 40. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down in Waterford territory for the Zeps. They keep moving that football.
Again, just a nice little stop route run that time by Gable out in the flat, and he was wide open. Brown put it right on his numbers. Good pickup for the first down. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter or first half.
Shotgun formation. Brown pitches the ball out. That is Cole Van Fossen. Makes one man miss. Runs into another man. Probably loses about a half yard. Good defense that time by the Wildcats as they tried that little pitch play again. This time, Waterford was ready.
I'll say something about both those Van Fossens. They do not go down on the first hit. Both of them, I don't know what special drills they work on, but both of them are very good at getting hit and spinning out of that tackle.
Shotgun formation, 2nd and 10. Just over 1 minute left here in the first half. The snap, Brown's back, looking, guns the ball down. That's picked. Great job down in there, number 10. That is Trevor Zimmer up the field, up the sidelines. He's going to take it down into Zeps territory right around the 31, just what you didn't want to happen. Great job by Zimmer undercutting the receiver that time, Mike.
Oh, I tell you, a big mistake there.
Yeah, Zimmer almost baited him into that.
Turnover will result in a first down Waterford on the Zep 30 with 50 seconds left in the half.
There was too much traffic to put touch on the ball. He tried to zip it in, and Zimmer right in underneath the receiver picked the ball off. Nice play there by Zimmer. Is that the first turnover of the football game?
It was the first turnover, yes.
So that's something else that they were looking to stop. Here's the quarterback, Jones, looking. He's got a man. It's number 7 out there. That's Ryder Wolf.
Jones pass completed for Ryder Wolf.
Big, lanky, sophomore receiver. He's got the ball down inside the 20-yard line. So the Wildcats now with the football in the J&M Electric red zone. The snap, the give. No, fake. Jones got it. Rolling. He's got a man. That's Zimmer. Zimmer's down inside the 5. Caldwell Lumber first down. So Jones to Zimmer again, and here come the Wildcats up quickly this time. Under 30 seconds to go. Right now. The snap, the give. Straight ahead. Touchdown, Waterford. That is number 23, Cameron Johnson. 24.8 seconds left, and that's going to make it 27-0 Wildcats. That one hurts, Mike.
That does. That's the last thing. Just when you thought that the Zeps were mounting a little bit of a surge there offensively, if nothing else, run the clock out. An interception leads to a quick touchdown and 1 point away from a 28-0 lead.
Ryder Hutchins trying that extra point. And it's good. So, following that Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown, the extra point is good. 24.8 seconds left here in the first half. The score, Waterford 28, Shenandoah 0. We'll be back with more right after this.
Just like on the field, we believe in teamwork with our customers. This is Ashley Rich from the Farmers and Merchants Bank on the Square in Caldwell. With our services, you can bank from your home, the office, or even at the stadium. You can sit back and enjoy the game knowing your money is in great hands. Good luck to all the local teams this year from everyone at the Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Shenandoah High School, Waterford Wildcats, looking very much like the number 1 team in Region 27, Division 7 of the OHSAA. They're up on the Zeps 28-0. And, Mike, it's not glaringly apparent. It doesn't appear like they've dominated the game offensively, of course, but Shenandoah's been able to move this football.
I've been so much more impressed with Shenandoah tonight than what I was last week, and they're down 28-0. They're playing a much better team tonight, and I tell you, they're doing some good things.
Cutlip's got the kickoff for the Zeps, the 15. He reverses his field, the 20, taking it up to the 25. Better job that time by the Wildcats covering the kick. 16.7 seconds left here in the first half. I am looking for Brown to take a knee after that interception.
I think so too, yeah. No use risking anything right here.
Program number 13.
Oh, look, Lady Liberty's here tonight. Did you see that? She's right there.
Oh, I see it.
The crown on and everything. The long flowing green dress. Yeah, Lady Liberty. All right. Straight ahead. Caden Van Fossen. He'll lose a yard. 10 seconds. Clock rolling. I don't think the Zeps will stop this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and it's halftime. The score at half. It's been all Waterford. Wildcats lead 28-0. We'll take a break. We'll check in with the ONN, and we'll be back with some stats and a look at the first half right after this.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Report. As we like to do throughout the season, we'll speak with various reporters from different parts of the state. Tonight we'll talk a little Central Ohio high school football with longtime reporter Lee Cochran. Lee joins us next on the Ohio News Network.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference. Right now, in every decision, and every season.
Friday night, Under the Lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
Poorly imitated, never duplicated. This is ONN's Tonight in High School Football. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids at Beck's. They are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game as we talk a little Central Ohio high school football this evening. Lee Cochran has covered high school football in Central Ohio for decades. And Lee, 2 weeks in now, any surprises in your opinion around Central Ohio one way or another?
I don't know. I think Westland, they lost a tough game last week, but I think that they are going to be right there in the thick of things. I'm a little bit surprised ONTG Berlin comes into tonight 0-2, as does New Albany, and they're playing tonight. But I don't know that there's a whole lot of surprise. I think it's so early in the season that we don't know what surprises us yet and what doesn't. And I guess that's about the best way to put it.
Well, Lee, you mentioned the ones that are off to maybe slower starts than they had hoped. With the changes in the postseason format, reducing the field from 16 teams to 12 from each region, how much pressure is there now on schools that wasn't there before that may not be off to the start they'd like?
Well, I think there is, especially once you get out of Division I. Again, in Division I, you only have 17, 18 teams in each region. It's once you get out of that some of these teams that were making the playoffs at 4 and 6 last year aren't going to do it. So I do think it's schedules are already set, so it's not going to affect that this year. But I think especially in some of these other divisions, you're going to see a little bit of changes in how they're scheduling in the non-conference, because when they went to 16, especially in Division I, everyone was getting in, and it gave teams the opportunity to schedule a little bit more difficult to prepare for the postseason.
Do you like or dislike the changes, Lee, and why?
Oh, I love the changes to 12. When they went from 8 to 16, I think, 16 is too much. Even in, Divisions 2 through 7. 12, and you have something to play for, too, because that means the top 4 teams get a bye. And that is very important, especially when you're at week 11.
Well, Lee, we know the season will sort itself out, but I know just 2 weeks in, who's your top dog in Central Ohio in Division I at the moment?
Oh, I think Olentangy is. Olentangy is just so stout on defense. They gave up some points last week, which I was a bit surprised at. But, they're down the middle. With defensive lineman Daniel Stevens, linebacker C.J. Santa, who's going to Ohio State, and safety Caden Gephardt, who's going to Clemson. They are just stout up the middle. And, as we know, defense always wins championships.
Same question in Division II, Lee.
I would say DeSales is going to be right there. Locally, I think that they are probably the team to beat. Big Walnut's going to be there too. Those are going to be your 2 teams. Now you got to remember you're in that you're in that region with Massillon, so that makes it a little bit tougher, as we all know, because they've been in that same region for a while. But I think in Central Ohio, those are the 2 teams I like a lot: DeSales and Big Walnut. You got to remember Big Walnut lost to Waterford 20-0 last year. They lose again this year, but after last year they won 13 in a row and made a state semifinal.
You mentioned Waterson in Division III, Lee. Some are saying that, this year's team might be even better than the one that went undefeated and won the state title a year ago.
I think that quite possibly could be true, and a big reason is Drew Belisari. He had a great year last year. He's playing dynamite, and, this is a team that's won, 32 out of their last 34 games coming into tonight. And, they've gotten that, as you can see from the last 3 years, to where they are just reloading. They're not rebuilding at all. And, it took Coach Kennedy a little bit of time to get to this point, but he's there and really could make another run. And it's not surprising that they're playing Toledo Central Catholic in the state title for the 3rd year in a row.
Again, Lee Cochran has covered Central Ohio high school football for many years. Lee, we always appreciate your hopping on. Thanks for your insight, okay?
You betcha. It's my favorite time of the year, Skip. You know that.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's Player with Heart, Reagan Schnipke from Elgin High School, for her commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I love being a part of a team where we can work together in order to achieve our goals and win, obviously. I also like independent sports like cross country and track because they're individual, and I like competing for myself.
Reagan brings that same winning attitude to FFA.
And I really like it, and I learn a lot, and it's a lot of good experience. Job interview taught me a bunch of stuff, and I'm also a student officer for FFA, and it's taught me a lot with public speaking.
And maybe the greatest lessons are learned in agriculture.
Agriculture has brought many aspects to my life. It has taught me that teamwork, hard work, responsibility, time management, and determination is needed to succeed in life.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
This is ONN.
All right, thanks again to Lee Cochran for joining us tonight. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Shenandoah High School. Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak with you on WBNV tonight. 28-0 Waterford Wildcats all over the Zeps tonight. The score is a little bit surprising. I mean, Waterford has basically put the ball in the end zone, but Shenandoah has been able to move the football, Mike. They don't look too bad.
I like I said earlier, I've been more impressed with them tonight than what I was last week against Bridgeport, because they're playing against a much tougher competition here tonight. But they struggled early on to move the ball, but they put together a pretty nice drive there midway through the second quarter. And then, unfortunately, they threw the interception. Well, actually, on that drive, they lined up for a potential field goal and had a bad snap and never got a chance to get the kickoff. But their second quarter, early from the second quarter on, they did a pretty nice job moving the ball.
Yes, up and down the field and threatening to score a few times. So they have been able to move the football. They just haven't been able to punch it in. But, boy, Waterford has been impressive. They've got that line is big, and they've got some good skill players. And I like the quarterback, number 3, Hayden Jones. They look like the top-rated team in number 7 in this region.
They do, and as we said earlier, Jones is just a junior. But the thing is, this is his third year as a starting quarterback for the Wildcats, and he's shown a lot of composure back there. And I got to give Brody Brown, the sophomore quarterback from Shenandoah, a lot of credit here tonight, too. Done a nice job running the options, made good decisions. He had that one errant pass. But other than that, he's put the ball pretty much where it's needed to go tonight. I'm
going to credit the pass was on target, but great job by the defensive back. I think it was Zimmer undercut that football. He did a fantastic job from his cornerback spot to pick that ball off and put the Wildcats in business down deep in Shenandoah territory. 21-0 at halftime, that wouldn't seem too bad. 28-0, for some reason, it seems a lot worse.
It does, and I tell you what, the other thing that's really impressed me about Waterford tonight is their depth that they have. They've had 6 different ball carriers tonight, and they've had 7 different young men who have caught passes from Hayden Jones. So, and most all those kids are either sophomores or juniors. Very few seniors on the Wildcat team.
I think they've got a few seniors on the line, but they are going to be very, very strong next year. Make no mistake about it. Hey, let's check our Surgent Construction scoreboard. We're probably going to take a quick break. I know you've got some stats. We'll get to those here directly. But Surgent Construction scoreboard, Caldwell hanging in there up against Tuslaw. 14-7. They're down 1 touchdown at the half. River over Monroe Central, 7-0. That's the second quarter score. Buckeye Trail beating Newark Catholic 8-6. That's a halftime score. It's Meadowbrook over Cambridge, 20-7, second quarter score. Barnesville has it rolling again, 26-0 over Bel Air, second quarter score. And one more, Frontier and Clay Battelle, 0-0 early in the first quarter, excuse me. So some good games around the area, but right here tonight we are seeing the Waterford Wildcats, very strong football team.
Absolutely. I had them in the first half. They rushed the ball 17 times for 107 yards. The leading ball carrier was the quarterback, Hayden Jones, 4 carries, 67 yards. Through the airways, the junior Jones was 8 out of 10 for 139 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And the leading receiver for the Wildcats was Weston Fairchild, 1 catch, 47 yards, and also Gavin Heiner, 2 catches, 36 yards. And again, the amazing thing there, they had 7 different young men that received the football. So Jones doing a good job spreading the wealth around. 246 total yards. They were penalized just 2 times for 25 yards. The Zeps, on the other hand, got off to a slow start offensively, but ended up running the ball 21 times, 47 yards. Caden Van Fossen, the senior, some tough yards tonight. He's done a nice job. 11 carries, 35 yards. Brody Brown, the sophomore, through the airways, 7 out of 12, 52 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. The leading receiver, the senior Ethan Cutlip, 2 receptions, 22 yards. They only had 99 total yards in the first half. Only penalized, though, 1 time for 15 yards.
That turnover was, I think, the big statistic, the 1 interception. And like I say, I'm going to credit the defensive back for Waterford. That was a very nice play, very smart play.
And the bad thing about that score right there towards the end of the half for Waterford, they will receive the second half kickoff. So not looking good for the Zeps. Like I said, I really think that Coach Mack will be pretty pleased overall with the effort that his young men gave him there in the first half.
And I also think that we're probably going to see a few clean jerseys for the Wildcats here in the second half. Coach McCutcheon strikes me as that kind of a coach. I don't think that he's going to run the score up. Hey, while we've got an opportunity, let's thank our sponsors real quickly here at halftime. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons of Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Sue Snowd State Farm, McVeigh Perkins Funeral Home, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Chandler Funeral Home, and Farmers and Merchants Bank. Without these sponsors, Mike and I could not be here tonight. Hey, we also want to remind you we will be awarding to our Shenandoah player a +1 pizza player of the game tonight. So we have that to look forward to as well. Score at half. It's Waterford 28, Shenandoah nothing. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more right after this.
Just like on the field, we believe in teamwork with our customers. This is Ashley Rich from the Farmers and Merchants Bank on the Square in Caldwell. With our services, you can bank from your home, the office, or even at the stadium. You can sit back and enjoy the game knowing your money is in great hands. Good luck to all the local teams this year from everyone at the Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
This is Ken Perkins. Robin and I and the staff at McVeigh Perkins Funeral Home want to wish Noble County athletes from Shenandoah and Caldwell High Schools an exciting fall sports season. We also want to wish all students a successful school year on and off the field. In our tight-knit community, our kids are our future, and we are honored to watch them succeed. McVeigh Perkins Funeral Home invites you to visit us at www.mcveigh-perkins.com or on Facebook.
High school football
from ABC Sports
on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield,
93 BNV.
We are back. Sarahsville, Ohio. Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak with you here. Waterford Wildcats with a 28-0 lead on the Shenandoah Zeps at the half. Shenandoah band just marching off the field. Fine performance by the Zep Marchers. Boy, Mike, first half, all Waterford. And the Zeps were game. Like you said, they played well, they played hard, they ran hard. But you can just, Waterford is there, just a machine.
I've been impressed again with Caden Van Fossen as a running back. I tell you, that young man, for no bigger than he is, runs extremely hard. And also Brody Brown, the sophomore quarterback, I think has really stood up and been a good leader tonight. 7 out of 12 through the airways. Again, the one pass was intercepted, not completely his fault, but he's done a nice job extending plays. They've done some good things tonight. Now the results aren't on the scoreboard right now, but Coach Mack's got to feel good about the directions that his Zeps have taken from the loss last week to Bridgeport.
Well, this is probably the best team, I think, on the Shenandoah schedule. I don't think there's too much doubt about it. I don't think anybody else is going to stand up to the Wildcats. So this could be a tough week, but sometimes the tough weeks are the weeks you learn the most. The other thing we need to keep in mind about Shenandoah tonight is they're down 7 players.
Yeah.
Some key players.
Yeah, like we mentioned early on, and it's important. They only have 23 kids dressed tonight. And, knock on wood, they've been very, very lucky so far that nobody additional has been hurt so far. And they need to keep these young men healthy because they've got a good group, I think, to build around and will continue to get better as the season goes on.
No doubt about that. Getting ready now as we approach the second half Valentine Insurance kickoff. 28-0 Wildcats, and Waterford will get the ball to start the second half. Although we will have, if Waterford is able to put any more points on the board, we will have a running clock.
And as we mentioned before, it was a pretty quick moving first half, really. A lot of running, which kept the clock moving. And when the quarterbacks did put the ball in the air, both of them had pretty good success. Very few times was that football on the ground to stop the clock. So good first half overall. I know the score doesn't reflect that, but I think there's got to be some things that Coach Mack was pleased with there in the first half.
Young team, and Shenandoah is a young team. Let's keep that in mind. You've got sophomore under center. This is his first real year being a quarterback, and he looks very good. I've been very impressed with what he's done so far. And the Van Fossen twins, they've been kind of fun to watch at running back as well. And they're both seniors, but you need to keep in mind that things are not bad at Shenandoah here. They're just up against a very, very good football team tonight, I think.
The thing that continues to impress me about the Van Fossen twins is the way that they very seldom will come down with one tackler. They do a great job spinning off tackles and making people miss.
Not real big kids.
But they're tough.
Caden at 147, and the other Cole he's at 140. So you know. They're not real big, but they are.
And both play corner on defense and do a nice job there also.
Brody Brown, the sophomore quarterback, 5'7", 148. So they're around 150 pounds. And, of course, for Division VI, this is, something that you expect to see. Skill guys are all kind of small, quick guys. winding down now. We got about a minute left here before the second half kickoff. Officials huddling up at midfield right now. What if you're coaching on the Zeps sideline? What do you try to work on here?
I just think you continue to build on what you did in the first half. Stress your kids at halftime that, hey, we did some good things. We moved the football. We made a crucial turnover, but we need to continue to move the ball. Don't make mistakes, and make sure we wrap up defensively.
For the Wildcats, I think as far as Coach McCutcheon goes, it's just, guys, business as usual. We need to continue what we were doing in the first half. Need to see it on the field. Not a whole lot of mistakes out of the Wildcats. They look like they are basically headed to a very, very good season and probably another appearance in the Division 7 playoffs.
Like you said, they're coming off a 9-3 season from last year where they advanced to the second round of the playoffs and only lost by 3 to their arch rival, the Fort Fry Cadets. So
and they won't be facing them in the playoffs this year at all.
No, because they're a different division. Now, they will play each other next week, and, boy, I'd like to be down there to see that game at Waterford next week.
Ought to be a good one. I think the Wildcats will be laying for them. All right, here's the second half kickoff, and the receiver for the Wildcats, boy, he almost broke that. He was West Fairchild slipped through a crack in the coverage and was tripped up. He ends up right around the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there for the Wildcats.
The Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 on their
28-0 Waterford. And Jones remains in a quarterback. And the running back is number 23, Cameron Johnson. Straight ahead. Flag on the play.
We've got a late flag.
Johnson with a carry. He's going to have enough for a first down. See what the call is.
Brought down by number 6, Tage McPeak.
Tage McPeak with the tackle.
Holding against the Wildcats.
Yes, that'll bring it back.
Of course, I think we had the announcer curse. We talked about how clean a first half it was, and our first offensive play of the second half, we've got a holding call.
Spot of the foul, so it'll be first down, probably right around 13 to go.
Yeah, that flag came in late.
Hayden Jones, the junior, 5'6", and Hayden, 175 pounds, remains in a quarterback. Snap, Jones gives the ball. Zimmer up the sidelines. He's got some room. He's going to take it across midfield. He'll have enough for a Caldwell Lumber first down. That's a gain of right around 15.
He is cut down by Tage McPeak, number 6.
Trevin Zimmer. Now, interesting, we talked about all the players coming back. Trevin Zimmer and Weston Fairchild, two of the key ball handlers for the Wildcats, will not be back. They're seniors. Brown scoops up that snap. Straight ahead, Johnson. Johnson's a 5'7" junior, about 160 pounds. 10:44 left here in the third quarter. 28-0 Waterford.
Like I said, one of the things that really impresses me is the number of young men they have that are capable of carrying the football.
Snap, Jones is back. He's looking. Got a man out there wide open. That is Zimmer. He's going to take it down inside the 25 to right around the 22-yard line. Caldwell Lumber first down. Wildcats closing in on that red zone. Jones, the quarterback, shotgun formation. The give inside Zimmer. Straight up off the left side. He's going to pick up right around 4 on the play. Second down, 6 to go for the Wildcats. They're at the Shenandoah 18-yard line.
Wildcats tackled by 33 Caden Van Fossen for the Zeps. Second and 5, Wildcats.
Little inside trap play that time run by the Wildcats.
Jones, the quarterback, man in motion behind him. The snap, going to get it. That's to the outside. Nice job there. Wes Fairchild made the catch, but he's going to lose a yard.
Guess who made that tackle?
I'm going to guess that's number 8.
No, it was Caden Van Fossen.
Oh, Van Fossen. I thought maybe it was Cutlip, but Van Fossen out there from his cornerback spot. Good catch. With a little confusion on the field. Zeps bringing one of their linemen out. Snap, straight ahead. Johnson, spinning inside the 15.
Well, I think he had enough to pick up a first down, and that's just because of second effort from him.
Wow. So, Wildcats now in the J&M Electric red zone.
Looks like it'll be third and very short.
They're going to give them the first down on that. That's Coldwell Lumber first down as well. So first down for the Wildcats. They come up to the line quickly. 9:03 left here in the third quarter. Snap. Jones rolling, looking. Got a man out there, and in and out of the hands of the receiver. Let's see, I'm trying to get a number on.
It was number 12, wasn't Gavin Heiner?
Heiner, yeah, Heiner had a couple nice catches, some good defense down there by the Zeps.
They had good coverage here. He was not open in the end zone.
Jamison Archer.
But a good throw made that time by Jones because he put it the only place that Heiner could have caught it. There's no way that ball was going to be intercepted.
8:48 left here in the third. Jones, the snap, the give. Johnson cutting it back up inside. He's down inside the 5 to right around the 2. He's close to a Caldwell Lumber first down. Let's see. Yes, sir. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down.
That'll drop the sticks and make it a first and goal. Wildcats on the left.
First and goal, Waterford. A score here puts us in a running clock situation. Jones, the quarterback. The snap, straight ahead, Zimmer, touchdown. 8:09 left in the third. 34-0 Waterford.
Impressive drive that time coming out from the half by the Wildcats.
Just good execution.
Good mixture of the run and pass, and even overcame a 15-yard penalty there.
Riker Hutchins, the big man, in to try that extra point. Snap, it's down, it's up, and good. So, following that Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown by the Wildcats, extra point is good. The score, Waterford 35, Shenandoah 0. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
Welcome back. Shenandoah High School, Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak. We've got a 35-0 game. It'll be a running clock situation here as the Wildcats take that second half kickoff and they drive right down the field. Pretty impressive, Mike.
A good mixture of the run and pass on that drive there by the Wildcats. I'm really impressed with Hayden Jones, the quarterback. He makes good decisions, puts the ball where it needs to go. And there's some deception the way they run that. It's a little bit, it's not truly the wing tee. It's a lot like the wing tee. A lot of misdirection, a lot of cross-buck action. They've got a nice football team.
No doubt about it. Riker Hutchins with the kickoff. It's a line drive kickoff. Cutlip's got it. He's going to take it Try the and this time, good job that time by the Wildcats. Boy, that's coaching right there.
25-yard line where the Zeps will take over. First and
Going to
10.
bring him down right around the 25. He had 2 excellent returns to start this football game. They've got number 8 circled now.
I still don't know why they continue to kick to him, but Coach knows more than I do.
Yeah, Coach McCutcheon, well, maybe he's working on kickoff return. I don't know.
You never know what goes through the mind of a coach.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse me. I swallowed a gnat a little earlier, so I
well,
love.
there's
I
a lot
love
of them
when that
flying around
happens.
in here right now.
I love when
yeah.
that happens.
And as we said before, the clock is moving.
Yeah, and it will continue to move. Zeps not even on the field. Clock is rolling. Down to we'll be down to probably about 6:10 before we get this snap off. This will be the first snap of the second half for the Zeps. Player coming onto the field late for Shenandoah. Under 6 minutes now. Here's the snap. Brown. He'll keep it, and he is met by a couple of Wildcats back there. Johnson, 23, is one of them. I'm trying to get the number on the second man. That's number 54, Weston Hennis, 5'10", 200-pound senior.
And I believe that the Zeps may have a different running back in right now. I see Caden Van Fossen down here on the sideline.
Let's, I think you're right. I can't get a number just yet. Is that Cutlip?
That's number 3, isn't it?
3. Okay, it's
No, it's not number 3. That's number
3.
4.
Okay, 4.
That's Hunter McCollum.
Hunter McCollum, the junior, 145-pound junior. Down to 5 minutes now. Oh, here comes Van Fossen. So, yeah, I think we'll see some clean jerseys after this. I would be surprised if they continue to run with number 3 Hayden Jones, giving Jones a chance to take a little bit of time off would be probably a good thing later in the year for the Wildcats.
Well, they get a timeout there by Shenandoah. A little unsure what they wanted to do. They're at a 3rd and 11 situation from their own 24-yard line here.
4:32 left in the third. 35-0 Wildcats running clock situation here at Shenandoah High School. A night where we remember the USS Shenandoah crashed here in 1925. As we talked about, Zep came down in 2 parts. One of them right near here and one of them out near I-70.
I like to see the old pictures of that when it came down, all the old Model T cars that were around that area. And
all the guys in straw hats.
Neat old black and white picture.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people wonder how the name Shenandoah, but that's how the school got its name. All right, Zeps back out on the field. Clock rolling again. Brown in shotgun. He's back. He's looking, turning, running, throwing. He's got a man. It'll be well short of the first down.
Incomplete.
And let's see, that is, I'm trying to get a number. Looks like number 20.
28, Cohen McElroy.
Thank you, Cohen McElroy.
150-pound freshman.
Yeah.
The intended receiver on that play, just unable to come up with it.
Under 4 minutes now, and 4th down. It looks like the Zeps are going for it here, but again, I think you're right. I think they don't have a punter. Maybe a quick kick. Let's see. It will be quick kick. That's a quick kick straight up in the air. It's going to pick up maybe 10 yards.
Yeah, I don't know why they lined him up so short, except maybe that's a different long snapper that has a difficult time getting it back to the normal distance. But it's tough when you line your punter up that close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Aiden McPeak may be the long snapper. He's out tonight as well. So injury problems for the Zeps as well. They've got 7 players out, 23 players dressed for Shenandoah.
So we'll see who comes out here. Looks like it's going to be Hayden Jones still in at quarterback for the Wildcats. Nope. He is now exiting the game. I believe that's number 6 in the game, Avery Potmeyer.
Oh, he's seen some action tonight.
Yeah. Caught a pass earlier in the game.
He'll be in the shotgun. Potmeyer's a junior. Straight ahead, Johnson cutting back. He's going to pick up around 4 yards on the play. Be interesting to see if the Wildcats are as efficient without Jones in at quarterback.
I got a feeling in this situation they're going to keep things very, very basic here for the remainder of the game.
Coming up now on 2:20 left here in the third quarter. Potmeyer gets the snap, and here is number 7 with football. That's Ryder Wolf. Wolf's going to take it down inside the 20-yard line. Actually, he makes the 21. So it'll be Caldwell Lumber first down for Wildcats.
Wolf, just a sophomore.
Under 2 minutes to go. Want to thank our instant replay provider, High Street Seneca, bringing all instant replays tonight. Oh, running back fell down, and that's going to be a loss of right around 3 on the play. That was Johnson. He just lost his footing. Second down, 12 now for Waterford.
Bill, we're down to a minute 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Rapidly moving third quarter.
Yeah, and neither team's in any hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. Potmeyer still in at quarterback. The snap, the give. Wolf loses the football. Fight for it. I'm not sure who got it. I think Wolf got it back. He's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play. Third down now, and we are coming down to the end of the third quarter here.
That's the second time that the Wildcats have put the ball on the ground tonight, but they were able to recover both of their fumbles. Only 1 turnover on the night for the 2 teams combined.
Potmeyer, the quarterback. The snap. Wolf's got the foot down straight ahead. Potmeyer's got it. He's going to take it all the way down inside the 5. Did he make it in? Touchdown. So number 6, Avery Potmeyer, keeps the ball. Nice fake to Wolf. I thought for a second Wolf had the football, but Potmeyer runs it right up off the left side of the line, takes it in. 41-0 now. And coming in to try that extra point, the big man, it's number 64, Riker Hutchins. And once the point is completed, it'll be the end of the third quarter. Snap, it's down, it's up, and the kick is good. So, as the third quarter comes to an end, the score, Waterford 42, Shenandoah 0. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system. And we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
This is Brian Chandler
and Hallie Morgenstern Blackstone
here from Chandler Funeral Home and Cremation Service. As our local youth from Caldwell and Shenandoah hit the field this season, we want to send a huge shout out and best of luck to each and every one of you.
Whether you're on the field, the court, or the track, we're rooting for your success.
Go Zeps and go Skins. Here's to a fantastic season ahead from all of us at Chandler Funeral Home. Thank you for letting us care for your community for over 2 decades.
And we're back at Shenandoah High School. Bill Cassler Mike Podlasiak with you on WBNV tonight. High school football brought to you by AVC Sports. Zeps getting ready to field the kickoff. 42-0 Waterford now as the backup quarterback Avery Potmeyer takes it in for 6 for the Wildcats. Nice job that time by Potmeyer. Although, you've got to say, the Wildcats aren't quite as impressive without number 3, Hayden Jones, the quarterback. Here's the kick, and fielded by Tage McPeak. Takes the ball out to the 28-yard line.
Be interesting to see what kind of substitutions we get here for Shenandoah, because the one thing you don't want to do now, this game's out of control. You don't want to get any of your key starters injured here in the fourth quarter of a game that's pretty much already been decided.
Good call, and I'm seeing some of the Zeps that have been playing a lot on the sidelines. Although with 23 kids, you don't have many options.
Well, that's the other side of the coin right there. You're exactly right. I noticed that the Zeps didn't have Ethan Cutlip back on that kickoff return that time.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we'll see another quarterback besides number 3, Brody Brown, although Brody can use all the experience he can get. Any chance to look at a defense is going to help him.
It may not hurt, though, to get somebody else a little experience here.
Hey, we're gonna see somebody else get some experience. Hunter McCollum's in. Or is that McPeak?
Tage McPeak, I believe, is the one receiving snaps.
You're right, and McCollum taking the ball straight ahead. No gain. Seeing a few more subs come in for the Wildcats as well.
You know, those guys practice every week. It's nice to get those subs into the game late.
Yeah, and
they put the time in, and
this is valuable for these kids. You got young kids, and gives them a chance to get some game experience. It's a good thing. All right, as you said, number 6, McPeak, the quarterback, he's going to run it, and he'll be snowed under. He may lose 3 yards on the play. Good job that time by the Waterford defense. So it'll be third down, right around 11 to go now.
Brought down by the interior of the Wildcats defense.
McPeak, just a 125-pound freshman, seeing his first action as a varsity quarterback.
I see Brown. Now, if they fall short here on this third down, wondering if Brown will come in to punt.
I would imagine.
McPeak, the quarterback, in shotgun formation. Snap. He's got it. Rolling left. Looking. Guns the ball down. I think his receiver looks like, was that number 28? I think so. That was Cohen McElroy scooping that ball up, but it'll bring up a fourth down. They're at their own 32-yard line. I'm not seeing anybody new come in. I think they're going to go for it. Fourth down, right around 6 to go here for the Zeps. High snap, fielded. Oh, and dropped by the receiver. That was a good pass out there. That was number 2. That was Dakota Rich trying to pull that ball in. Rich drops the ball. It'll bring up that'll turn the ball back over. Wildcats will have it as they fail to convert on fourth down.
And Joe Bishop has donated his $205 back to the Shenandoah Zeps.
Clock is down to 7:40.
Joe Bishop for that. Awesome.
And moving.
42-0 Waterford with the lead.
timeout called by Shenandoah. I think they have so many subs in there right now. They want to make sure that they have 11 people in the right positions here.
Clay Battelle leading Frontier now, 34-20. It's a fourth quarter score. See if I can get a few more here during this time. Let's check on that Caldwell game, see if we can find that one. Third quarter score, Tuslaw 29, Caldwell 14. The Redskins are going to go down again tonight. Although, as you said, I think Tuslaw is a Division 5 team.
Yeah, it's Tuslaw.
Tuslaw.
Yeah, Massillon Tuslaw.
They're the Mustangs. See if I can get a Buckeye Trail score here. Newark Catholic has moved in front of the Buckeye Trail Warriors. Third quarter score, 20-16. Green Waves in front. Straight ahead. Nice gain for the Wildcats on first down.
Maddox Antle on the carry for the Wildcats.
That's Maddox Antle,
About 7, bring up second down and
165-pound sophomore.
Campbell for the Zeps.
Seeing some new jerseys now. Halftime score. River has a 14-0 lead on Monroe Central. Straight ahead.
Until the ball carrier again.
Yes, and he's going to take it into the end zone for 6. Maddox Antill, 5'10", 165-pound sophomore with a touchdown.
That'll be a moment that young man will never forget.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Probably his first varsity score. It's going to make it 48-0. Coming up now, just under 6 minutes left here in the football game. All these scores I'm passing along, of course, brought to you by Surgeon Construction. They sponsor our scoreboard.
Extra point by Hutchins is good.
So the extra point by Hutchins is good. The score, 5:20. Clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter. The score, Waterford 49, Shenandoah nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
We're back. Shenandoah High School Zeps getting ready to receive the kickoff. Quick touchdown by the Wildcats. The young sophomores for Waterford taking it in 49-0. Wildcats with the lead.
Dakota Rich and Tage McPeak, the two Zeps deep to receive this kickoff from Hutchins. His leg may be getting a little bit tired here.
Yeah, he's a big guy, 260 pounds. He may be the biggest man on the team.
He only takes about 3 steps when he kicks it.
If that.
And that's inside the 10-yard line.
Rich has the football. Dakota Rich makes one man miss. Another man, he's up across the 20 to the 23. Brought down there. Under 4 minutes now left in the football game. Halftime score, Meadowbrook is up on Cambridge 26-7. Keep in mind, we will be giving out a +1 pizza to our +1 pizza player of the game here after this. Talking about that adding up some of the numbers, it has been all Wildcats here tonight, 49-0 Waterford. Wildcats will improve to 3-0 and probably improve their standing in region, I believe it's 26, Division 7. A lot of injuries tonight for the Zeps. Could have been maybe a little different story if you had those players. Handoff to number 4, Hunter McCollum, loses about 5 yards on the play.
Second down, 15.
Second down and 15 now.
Again, the clock is moving. We're down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this football game. And again, for good reasons, the Zeps in no hurry to get this next play off. Still 10 seconds on the play clock.
McPeak looking, and he's going to have to be forced to run. He'll pull the ball down, take it ahead for maybe 1.5 yards. He'll have it out to near the 20-yard line. Third down now, it'll be about 15 to go. Boy, Barnesville's got it rolling. 40-0 over Bel Air.
Wow.
Fourth quarter score there.
I think that's got to be close to 40 consecutive regular season wins for the Rocks.
Long throw and almost picked off. It was on target, but a nice play by one of the defensive backs. That was McPeak throwing the ball down, trying to find, let's see, it was number 28, Cohen McElroy. McElroy couldn't come up with it, and that'll make it fourth down. And under a minute to go, Mike, and I think the Zeps will probably just go for this. And if I'm not missing my guess, they'll get the play off. Wildcats will take over, and they may not get a playoff, and if they do, they'll take it.
They're just taking the into the victory formation.
49-0. Looks like it's going to be the final. Well, they are going to punt. Short punt, shanked to the one side. Going to take a Waterford bounce, be out of bounds right around the Shenandoah 38-yard line. Clock continues to roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ball game. Well, final score tonight. It was the Waterford Wildcats 49. Shenandoah 0. We're going to add up some of the numbers. We'll take a break, and we will be back with a wrap-up and our +1 pizza player of the game right after this.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, Allwell.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
Everyone's looking for an encouraging sign in today's economy. The fact is, you'll find one right here in Caldwell at State Farm Sue Snow's office, because State Farm agents like Sue have been here helping people protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and they consider that a very good sign. See State Farm agent Sue Snow at 400 East Street in Caldwell. From all of us at State Farm, we're wishing you a safe, relaxing, and happy summer.
Just like on the field, we believe in teamwork with our customers. This is Ashley Rich from the Farmers and Merchants Bank on the square in Caldwell. With our services, you can bank from your home, the office, or even at the stadium. You can sit back and enjoy the game knowing your money is in great hands. Good luck to all the local teams this year from everyone at the Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Welcome back. We're at Shenandoah High School wrapping things up tonight. Waterford Wildcats come in and with authority, they take away a 49-0 win over the Zeps. Zeps had a few moments in the first half, Mike, but as the game went on, Wildcats just basically wore them down.
Yeah, they by far the better team here tonight. We kind of had a feeling this maybe is what, was going to transpire here this evening. But I thought a good effort made by the Zeps. I saw some improvement from some of the things we saw last week. And I think Coach Mack has some things that he can build on.
I think just one turnover tonight, and
yes.
it was a nice play by one of the Wildcat defensive backs. So interception as they picked off Brody Brown, but Brody threw a pretty good ball, but nice job by the Wildcat defensive back to undercut the receiver. So that was the only turnover. Not many penalties.
Just one penalty for 15 yards.
Yeah, and it was not a bad performance. They didn't shoot themselves in the foot. They didn't make mistakes. But as you pointed out, Wildcats they're a little bit different than the Bridgeport Bulldogs. A much better football team. Destined, it looks like, to make the playoffs. They really looked the part tonight, and I was very impressed with their quarterback, number 3, Hayden Jones. And Jones he generals the team very well. They've got an excellent offensive line, and they've got weapons everywhere.
He started since day one his freshman year. You can tell he's very experienced back there, very cool, calm, and collected. 10 out of 13, 156 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And the Wildcats, no turnovers tonight. They did put the ball on the ground twice, but they were able to recover both of those themselves.
Yeah, it was, and the Coach McCutcheon pointed out early to me that, hey, we like to, our game begins and ends with our offensive and defensive lines. They dominated the line of scrimmage. Zeps were able to make some yardage. They made a little hay on the outside and some scrambling. They had some nice plays. They had an option play that was working for them early on, but nothing very consistent. A good night overall on both sides of the football for the Wildcats on the line.
Yeah, and they go into next week against their, like you said, they are so close you could throw a stone almost from one high school to the other.
Game of the year.
They will play Fort Fry next week, and I'm sure, and that's their rival. That's who knocked them out of the playoffs last year by 3 points, 29-26. So I'm sure they've had this date circled on their calendar, and that would be a very, very interesting game to see next week.
But Fort Fry, they have an excellent football program as well, so it should be something to see. In fact, looking at the score today, I've got one score to pass along to you. Not good news for Wildcat fans. Fort Fry in the fourth quarter up on the Central Catholic Maroon Knights out of Wheeling. Wheeling Central Catholic, they're up 40-0.
And Central was normally pretty good, so
That's
going to be a big-time clash.
Yes.
Next week down in Washington County.
Between two very, very good football teams. I've got some other final scores here, or some other scores. They're not finals. We did end a little early tonight because of the running clock. Tuslaw over Caldwell, 29-14. That's a third quarter score. Third quarter score, River beating Monroe Central, 14-7. Another third quarter score, Newark Catholic over Buckeye Trail, 26-22. Third quarter score, Meadowbrook over Cambridge, 26-7. Fourth quarter score, it's Barnesville all over Bel Air, 40-0. And our final score here tonight, Waterford beating Shenandoah, 49-0. Of course, that scoreboard update provided to you by Surgent Construction. All right, Mike, I think we've got one more piece of business. We need to give away our +1 pizza player of the game for the top Shenandoah player tonight. And you and I have made a selection. This young man's a senior, and he had a pretty good night tonight, returning some kicks.
We've decided on Ethan Cutlip. Saw a lot of improvement last week in his leadership ability on the field. Had 2 or 3, like you said, very nice kickoff returns. 2 receptions for 22 yards offensively, and was solid from his defensive back position.
Yes, nice night by Ethan. And here's to hoping that some of those injuries for the Zeps begin to heal up, because they are a much better and a much improved football team when you have all the pieces to the puzzle are there on the field.
Exactly. If they can get a couple kids healthy, I think that could be a very, very competitive game next week when Buckeye Trail comes to Sarahsville.
And again, we pointed it out once, we'll point it out again. Waterford Wildcats, probably the best team on the Shenandoah schedule this year.
Yeah, they've got some winnable games coming if they can get themselves healthy and continue to cut down on the turnovers as they did tonight and limit the number of penalties.
All right, well, for Mike Podlasiak and our video crew here, a great night here at Shenandoah High School. They always treat us so well when we're here. Feed us pretty well, too. We like that as well. Final score, once again, from Shenandoah. It is the Waterford Wildcats 49, Shenandoah Zeps nothing. For everyone on the AVC crew, I'm Bill Cassler. Have a great rest of your night.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of AVC Sports on WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield's 93 BNV.